The World of Springfield is a series of Simpson action figures which ran between January 2000 to September 2004 and was released by Playmate Toys. The collectible action figure series is called World of Springfield, as the goal of the line was to build a miniature Springfield through a series of interactive action figures and playsets. It eventually boasted over 200 figures. This included 40 interactive playsets and 3 non-interactive diorama town settings. So why was this series so successful? Firstly, in the year 2000s, The Simpsons was in its 12th season, boasting an average viewership of about 13 million per episode. Now that's a far cry from today's season 35 average of about 1 million when it's not a Treehouse of Horror episode. Like any classic TV series, fans often quote the show, so Playmate Toys managed to capture that appeal with the interactive playsets. Each figure came with its own coded chip on the base of their foot. This would trigger a tab on each playset, and in turn, you would then press the button closest to that figure to hear 1 to 6 catchphrases. What made it unique was the playback was from the actual show, showing off actual voice actors. The figures were also priced at the lower end of the action figure retail pricing, from about $5.49 US to eventually becoming $7.99 US each, while the playsets generally range from $20 to $25 US. So let's talk about the end of the series, shall we? The line ended in September 2004 after the release of the town square featuring Jebediah Springfield. There were a number of factors leading to the series' downfall, such as collectors' fatigue, the release pattern of the figures, and the sheer size intimidating new collectors. Now let's move on to the waves themselves. Now, as I said earlier, this series boasted over 200 figures, so pray for my lungs in this next setting. I will speed it up for you guys, but I am going to go over every single figure released in this in particular set, just to give you a grasp on if you want to collect it for yourself, what you're getting into, as well as the poor people that did try to collect this back in the day and keep up.
Starting with Wave 1, released in January 2000, we have Homer, Bart, Lisa, Grandpa, Mr. Burns, and Krusty the Clown. Moving on, we have Wave 1 playsets in February of 2000. We have the Simpsons house and living room featuring Marge and Maggie, the Springfield nuclear power plant featuring radioactive Homer. Moving on, we have Wave 2, released in August 2000. We have Pin Pal Homer, Barney, Ned Flanders, Smithers, Chief Wiggum, and Sunday Best Bart. Wave 2 playsets, released in August 2000. We have the Quickie Mart featuring Apu. We also have Springfield Elementary featuring Principal Skinner. Moving on, we have Wave 3, January 2001. We have Sunday Best Homer, Nelson, Mo, Camp Krusty Bart, and Millhouse and Otto. Moving on from that, we have Wave 3 playsets, January 2001. We have Springfield Town Hall featuring Mayor Quimby, Krusty Lou Studios featuring Sideshow Bob. Wave 4, April 2001, we have Lenny, Ralph Wiggum, Patty, Groundskeeper Willie, Casual Homer, Itchy and Scratchy. We have Wave 4 playsets, April 2001, The Android's Dungeon and Baseball Card Shop featuring Comic Book Guy, Barney's Bolorama featuring Pin Pal Apu. We have Wave 5, released in July 2001. We have Kent Brockman, Captain Horatio McAllister, Bartman, Martin Prince, Sideshow Mel, Bumblebee Man. Then we have Wave 6, September 2001. We have Dr. Hibbert, Snake, Bleeding Gums Murphy, Carl, Mascot Homer, and Professor Frink. Moving on, we have Wave 6 playset, September 2001. We have Church of Springfield featuring Reverend Lovejoy, Noiseland Video Arcade featuring Jimbo Jones. Then we have Wave 7, December 2001. Dolph Starbeam, Cletus, Edna Krabappel, Officer Lou, Hans Moleman, Officer Marge. We have Wave 7 playsets released in December of 2001. The Simpsons House Kitchen featuring Moo Moo Homer, Krusty Burger featuring Squeaky Boys Team. Then we have Wave 8 released in March of 2002. We have Kearney, Sherry and Terry, Aging Willie, Uda, Superintendent Chalmers, Daredevil Bart. We also have Wave 8 playsets, Springfield D&D featuring Selma Bouvier, Springfield Elementary Cafeteria featuring Lunch Lady Doris. Moving on, we have Wave 9 in June 2002. We have Rotten Todd, we have Busted Krusty, Sunday Best Grandpa, Prison Bob, Disco Stu, Sunday Best Lisa. Then we have the Wave 9 playsets, June 2002. Springfield Police Station featuring Officer Eddie, Springfield Retirement Castle featuring Jasper Beardley. Then we have Wave 10, October 2002. Stonecutter Homer, Wendell Borton, Sunday Best Marge and Maggie, Scout Leader Flanders, Dr. Martin Monroe, Resort Smithers. Then we have Wave 10 playsets released in October 2002. Burns Manor featuring Pajamas Burns, Springfield General Hospital featuring Dr. Nick Riviera. Then we move on to Wave 11, December 2002. We have Larry Burns, Player King Barney, Blue-Haired Lawyer, Kirk Van Houten, Gil Gunderson, and Rainier Wolfcastle. We then have the Wave 11 playsets released in December of 2002. We have Springfield County Courthouse featuring Judge Roy Schneider. Then we have Wave 12, April 2003, the weakest in my personal opinion. We have number 1, Database, Mr. Delvey Largo, Don Vittori, Luan Van Houten, Mr. Player Homer. Then we have Wave 12 playsets, April 2003, Bart's Treehouse of Horror featuring Military Bart. Then we have Wave 13, July 2003, Helen Lovejoy, Freddie Quimby, Tuxedo Krusty, Legs Legman, Princess Cashmere, Dr. Stephen Hawking. Then we have the Wave 13 playsets released in July of 2003. Herman's Military Antiques featuring Herman. We have Wave 14, released in October 2003. We have Luigi Risotto, Louis Walters, The Sarcastic Man, Kilted Willie, Miss Hoover, and Miss Lucille Botkowski. We have Wave 14 playset, released in October of 2003, being the Aztec Theatre featuring McBain. Moving on from that, we have Wave 15, January 2004, Manjula, The Octuplets, Handsome Mo, Deep Space Homer, Brandine, and Worst Episode Ever Comic Book Guy. Then we have Wave 15 playset, January of 2004. We have the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant Lunchroom featuring Frank Grimes. We then have the Wave 16 released in June of 2004. Brain Freeze Bart, Agnes Skinner, Evil Homer, Artie Ziff, Doug, and Benjamin and Gary. Moving on, we have Wave 16 playset, September 2004, Springfield Town Square featuring Jebediah Springfield. If you thought that was all, then you're sincerely wrong, as there are many, many exclusives. So we're starting with the Toy Fair exclusives. We have Glow in the Dark Radioactive Homer, Pin Pal Burns, Boxing Homer, Convention Comic Book Guy, and Pin Pal Mo. Toys R Us exclusives, being my favourite of the bunch. We have the Treehouse of Horror 1 featuring Devil Flanders, Fly Bart, Vampire Burns, and Ape Homer. We then have Treehouse of Horror 2, featuring Alien Ship Homer and Kangan Kodos. Treehouse of Horror 3, featuring Freddy Krueger Willy, Witch Marge, Hugo, and Donut Head Homer. We then have Treehouse of Horror 4, featuring Stretch Dude Bart, Lucy Lawless, Clobber Girl, and the Collector Comic Book Guy. Then have the Simpsons House Rumpus Room, featuring the whole family. Bowling Alley, featuring Bowling Marge and Jacques. Then have the Simpsons Family Christmas, featuring the whole family and Santa's Little Helper. We then have Main Street, featuring Crazy Old Man and Jeremy Friedman. Mobile Homer, featuring Colonel Homer and Lurleen Lumpkin. New Year's Eve, Springfield Town Square, featuring the whole family. And the B-Sharps, featuring Dr. Dolittle Wiggle. Moving on from that, we have EB Games exclusives. We have Lunar Base, featuring Radioactive Man and Fallout Boy. We have the KBBL radio station, featuring Bill and Marty. The Next Century, featuring Future Burns and Future Robo Smithers. We have High School Prom, featuring Young Homer and Marge. We then have Most Tavern, featuring Duffman. Then we have the Mail Away figurine exclusives. We have B-Sharps, Homer, Apu, Skinner, and Barney. Then we have Stonecutter Mo and Lenny. We have Luann Sinclair. We have Cuda. Then we have the Celebrity Waves. We have Celebrity Wave 1, released in February of 2002, with Troy McClure, Herbert Powell, and Fat Tony. Celebrity Wave 2, released in June of 2002, with Lionel Hutz and Brad Goodman. Celebrity Wave 3, October of 2002, we have Hank Scorpio. Then we have the Dioramas, released in July of 2003. We have Simpsons House, featuring Homer, Marge, and Maggie. We have the Quickie Mart, featuring Grandpa and Apu. And Krusty Lee Studios, featuring Krusty and Millhouse. And then to finish it all off, we have two vehicles. We have the family car, featuring the whole family, and the school bus, featuring Martin, Millhouse, Ralph, Bart, and Otto.
So yeah, that's the set. So let's talk about pricing today. If we go buy it now, its lowest pricing on eBay, you will find the Sea Captain at a price of 33 AUS. Moving on to its extreme of highest pricing, you will find Stephen Hawking sitting at a brutal 498 AUD. Now, of course, this is just an estimate from those stats alone. Collecting everything I listed previously is a lost cause, but to collect bit by bit is, in my eyes, an investment. It's clear they're retaining their value with no issue. Honestly, I just wanted to come on here today and give props to one of the coolest sets that was ever released, one of the most vast collectible TV series sets ever released, and I just wanted to know down below, do you guys collect this? Have you collected it? I have seen people complete the entire sets. I'm sure it's in the Guinness history book. Somebody out there would have done it. If I could recommend an old school channel, it would be the channel Gus Banks. I used to watch it a lot growing up, and he had a vast World of Springfield collection. And with that said, guys, I hope you liked learning a little bit about the Simpsons World of Springfield set today. And if you did, leave the video a like, add it to your favorites, and subscribe.